I want to talk about your upbringing because I had a
I want to
traumatic.
talk about your dad reconnecting.
Yeah,
too.
that's really
Well, let's start from the
special.
beginning though.
I can
Start from the
send you
beginning.
guys a couple pictures actually, so you
please
can
do,
post
yeah.
them if you want. But
So, I grew up. My dad was violent. I grew up in a really violent home, and I just remember like even in my head as a 6-year-old going, I don't belong here.
wow, I feel that.
Yeah. There's something wrong here. You know what I mean? I can't leave because I'm 7 and I have no money, and you know what I mean. But I just know that, one day I'll be out of the situation and I'll never go back. So
Wow.
So when I read about your background and stuff like that, start from the beginning. Like Maryland, you grew up.
Yeah, I grew up in Maryland through the 90s. So I was born in 1990 and
Wow, that's when I graduated from high school.
Damn.
51.
51.
Oh, yeah.
Black dad, white mom. I'm one of 9, but I'm the only child between my mother and my father. And they were never married, and I was born out of wedlock. And my mother, they were both, addicted to crack cocaine and various drugs. Alcohol was a big one. My mother was a prostitute at one point. A lot of sexual abuse, and my sister's getting raped and coming home and like having to deal with all that as a child, which was really difficult. And then my mother, she was never really there for me because she would drink. She was drinking all night. She'd sleep all day, and then my only real escape. There was a few of them actually. But the biggest one was music. But that's why this is so special to me, because you're such a hero of mine. I actually was talking to Jamie Kennedy about this because when I was surrounded by, drugs and murders in the household and just the craziest shit, you made me laugh.
Oh, man.
It's a real thing though. So, and I said this to him as well, to Jamie, because there weren't many people that gave me a smile when all I wanted to do was cry. So thanks a lot, man.
Oh my God.
I really mean
man,
it.
What
dude.
the fuck?
No, that's real though. I don't think you understand. I mean, as this kid who's watching Mad TV and shit, it's like nothing. I didn't have anything, like literally nothing. Food stamps and welfare and just being in a household that was just riddled with such negativity and crime, and it's wild, man. So thanks a lot. Thanks for making me laugh. That's some real shit. Like you really, I don't think you'll ever actually understand how much you as a person were like medicine to me. So thanks.
Wow.
Thank you.
I don't know what to say.
Psych. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No,
I really don't know what to say.
It's true.
Wow. Anyway, well, because you do things. You don't know what you're doing. You're affecting or whatever. You're just showing up at a job you got. You're like, oh, I'm trying my best, and this, what I mean. But it's like
Sometimes I hear like the narrative of like the way he sees his life, and he's always like, like I put stuff up my butt for a laugh, like, and he has like shame around like the crazy stunts that he
Medicine.
would pull. I'm just like, wait, but like you're someone's medicine. When they were a child, like
you don't think of it that way, but
you don't think of it that way at all.
And and when you were, I'll be honest with you. When you were talking just now, I do a thing where it's like I want to find the joke or not, you know what I mean, and because it's uncomfortable to listen to, but I heard every word you said, and I felt it, dude. So I'm accept. I'm not gonna turn it into a thing. Thank you.
I did it for you. I said
Yeah,
thanks.
you said
So
thank you for the punchline.
Yeah.
So, but let me ask you though. It's like fuck yeah. I was gonna say that. Yeah. But my point is that. But how does one? Because when people have that kind of upbringing, right? Generally, right, their life turns a specific direction. Maybe a life of crime or drugs,
that was
alcohol.
my brothers,
this and
because
that.
my brothers sold drugs. They sold crack to our dad. So my dad would smoke crack, and then they would sell it to him. And so you're right. Yeah, they tend to. Sorry to interrupt you, but
No, you're not.
But it's funny because what you were about to say is what so many people have said to me. How do you not follow that same path? How
Yeah.
do you not go down the path of shooting guns and selling drugs? And even as a teenager, I cooked crack cocaine. So it's like going through that. And making it out, I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. I could say, oh, it's part common sense and part God or the universe or whatever. I don't know. And I think respectfully, I don't say this in a weird way. A lot of people, they follow religion, they have a religion, and they like to know what it is. They believe their faith. They know if they do X, Y, Z. Me personally, my relationship, like I don't believe that God is a white guy on a cloud or anything like that. And I don't discredit religion by any means. But there's a lot of people who feel like almost the need to know. You know, it's like if, you know, people with a tinfoil hat are like, the government's up to something. I gotta know. I'm the type of person that like, man, the government's up to some shit. Yeah, sure. They might be watching us on our iPhones. Okay, cool. Check out my dick. Like, whatever. Like, I don't need to know.
Yeah.
So there's a part of me where others were always like, how did you make it out? How did you make it out? I'm like, I don't know, and I don't need to know. All I know is that I'm in a position and so blessed to be here that I'm going to use this to spread a message of peace, love, and positivity. And that's it.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think that it has nothing to do with nature, nurture, and all that kind of stuff, or like even genetic. Maybe not genetics, but it's genetic. You're right, genetics. So why'd you say?
You know.
Yeah, because look at
Yeah.
look at an example, Barack Obama, right? Raised by his mother, dad wasn't around. you know what I mean?
Biracial.
Biracial, right?